Farm Chief Paul Osogbe Enebeli, FPSN, FPC Farm, FNA Farm, is an eminent pharmacist who has contributed immensely to the development of virtually every facet of pharmacy in Nigeria. He is a fellow of many professional bodies, including the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, PSN, where he was the chairman of the Society's Board of Fellows, PSN-BOF, Fellow, Nigeria Academy of Pharmacy, NA-Pharm, and Fellow, West African Postgraduate College of Pharmacists, FPC-Pharm. In 2014, Dr. Enebeli was appointed into the Nigerian National Conference by the Goodluck Jonathan administration, where he represented the Ndokwa Nation. He was one-time President General of Ndokwa Neku Union, NNU. Among many prominent roles and interventions in Nigerian pharmacy, Enebeli is noted to have moved the historic motion for the adoption of clinical pharmacy by universities offering pharmacy in Nigeria. Dr. Paul Osogbe Enebeli is the last child of the late His Royal Majesty John Enebeli Aka, the Okpalauku of Afo in Ndokwa East local government area of Delta State. He was born in Kaduna, capital of the old northern region, on 2nd April 1953. He attended St. Joseph's Primary School, Kaduna, and later St. Gregory's Primary School, where he completed his primary education in 1965. He was admitted into the prestigious Government College Uheli in the old Midwest region for his secondary education in 1966. As a result of the Civil War, he had to move to Agbo to further his education at St. Columbus Secondary School, Agbo, from 1968 to 1970. Farm Enebeli subsequently got admitted into the Midwest Institute of Technology, now University of Benin, Benin City, in 1971 to pursue his tertiary education, graduating in 1976 with a B.Pharm Honours degree in pharmacy. He did his internship at the General Hospital in Warri and the Specialist Hospital Benin City from 1976 to 1977. National Youth Service was at the General Hospital Okene in the Old Kwara State. Dr. Enebeli started his professional career as a medical representative for Sharing Africa Nigeria Limited in 1978, rising to the position of product manager in 1980 and later resigning to establish Alpha Farm Limited in 1982. Farm Paul Enebeli is a firm believer in contentment, humility, tolerance, honesty, love and service to God and humanity. These days he has become more discreet with regard to where he goes and what he does, giving preference to godly issues and those that will give him peace of mind as well as add value to society. Farm Enebeli has played several pivotal roles in the PSN in addition to his transformational role as chairman, Board of Fellows. He was vice chairman of the PSN Lagos State branch under the able leadership of fellow E.A. Adeleke. Dr. Enebeli fought several battles on behalf of the PSN during his tenure. One of such was the famous rantings of the Commissioner for Health in the Old Kwara State, who described the appointment of a pharmacist as Minister of Health as a square peg in a round hole. As a branch, Farm Enebeli and his team took the Commissioner to task and laid the issue to rest. As chairman of an ad hoc committee of the PSN on the crisis in the National Association of General Practice Pharmacists, NAGPP, now known as ACPN, Association of Community Pharmacists of Nigeria, in 1999, Dr. Enebeli and his committee helped to resolve the leadership challenge faced by the association after its national conference in Ibadan. Also a sole administrator, Nigerian Association of Hospital Pharmacists, now Association of Hospital and Administrative Pharmacists of Nigeria, AHAPN, from 1988 to 1989, He single-handedly revamped, reorganized, and supervised the election of a new executive committee, which laid the foundation for the now buoyant and forward-looking AHAPN. It is noteworthy that it was during his tour of duty as sole administrator that he came in contact with Lady Eme Ekaite. She was then manager, medical, NNPC, Lagos. He found her trustworthy and diligent, and subsequently nominated her to be national treasurer. She went on to become the first female president of the PSN at a hotly contested election, which took place at Airport Hotel, Lagos. The tenure of fellow Eme Ekaite was without doubt a huge success. It is noteworthy that it was during her tenure that Farm Enebeli moved the motion in council for the adoption of clinical pharmacy by universities offering pharmacy in Nigeria. Today, clinical pharmacy has revolutionized the practice of pharmacy in Nigeria, expanding its roles and enhancing its dignity and relevance. Dr. Enebeli has been a strong advocate of pharmacists going into politics and aspiring for important positions so as to be able to influence policies to the benefit of the profession and healthcare generally. In 2018, Dr. Enebeli was appointed chairman of PSN Political and National Assembly Liaison Committee, an opportunity he used to awaken political consciousness of Nigerian pharmacists. According to Dr. Enebeli, the tragedy of Nigerian politics is that a large number of our politicians have had little or no leadership experience. They have no other business or profession, and so see politics as a do-or-die affair or as a zero-sum game. For most of them too, it is the Machiavellian principle of end justifies the means. For pharmacists to perform well in politics, they must purge themselves of what he calls the tighter mentality, that is, the desire of wanting to always say things the way they are and may be lacking in diplomacy. On his advice for young generation of pharmacists, he advises them to strive to excel in any field of pharmacy they find themselves. They should be willing to serve God and humanity in any place where they are domiciled, either by joining any of the many non-governmental organizations or establishing one themselves. He says young pharmacists must seize any opportunity for self-enhancement in the field of pharmacy so that they can remain contemporary and relevant. In 2024, Dr. Enebeli was awarded the Doctor of Science degree honoris causa by the University of Benin in recognition of his outstanding contributions to the growth and advancement of the university and society in general. A devout Catholic, Dr. Enebeli is married with children. He participates in church activities as a council member and patron of some organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present Farm Chief Paul Osogbe Enebeli, FPSN, FPC Farm, FNA Farm, Chairman of the 5th Annual WASPEN Clinical Nutrition Conference.
Ina mega ya chura mima ayo